Hey, welcome back. It's Jay with 1791 Actual. Glad you decided to stop in for a second. And as you know, this channel isn't just about guns and shooting and reloading, but it's also about 3D printing and a little other little operation that we've got called Two Owls Crafts. So we're going to take a look at something, a couple of things this morning, just a kind of a quickie. So let's jump right on into it. So we got a couple of things laid out here that we're going to look at this morning. Let's start with this little guy. He's a little jumpy frog. And we switch over here to the boom cam. And forgive the mess out here. I got a whole bunch of different projects working on. I got bits and pieces of things going on. But he prints in two pieces, an upper and a lower. And there's little springs formed in the bottom of it. And kind of flips like that. And then every once in a while you get one of these guys like this that actually does really well at more than just flipping. If you hit him just right, you can actually get him to jump forward. Anyway, so jumpy frogs, not my design. I made a couple of tweaks to it on the springs, but it's just something I found out on Maker World, and I like to use them for little kids' gifts, stocking stuffer kind of thing. Little giveaways, whether it's like Vacation Bible School or whatever, just something for the kiddos. So next thing that we got here is this is what I call a cab latch. It's a cabinet latch, multi-purpose. If your cabinet doors at home, you slip this either if you've got the handles, the two-point attachment handles, you can slip this through and put this on. If you've got knobs, this slides through behind the knob, and then you just slip that on, and you can actually squeeze down on it and slide it on even further for a little bit tighter closure. The idea is being, it keeps the little kids, it's not going to keep bigger kids from getting into it, but it's going to keep the little kids from getting the lower cabinet doors open, where you might have cleaning products or something. It also keeps if you keep your trash can under the cabinet, it keeps the cat or the dog from opening the cabinet door unless they develop a really good skill set and manage to get that off. Another thing that these are great for is if you have a camper and you close your cabinet doors in the camper, and a lot of them nowadays do have latches, but some of the older ones don't have latches on them. They just have that little press catch. So you need a way to keep those cabinet doors closed when you're pulling the camper, and you just slip this through the handles, latch it up, and you're good to go. And this one actually is 100% my design. I saw something kind of like it, actually a commercial version on Amazon, and started looking at it, like, it really isn't that difficult of a design, and so that's actually the newest item that we've got. So next, item number 3, and I've kind of shown this before. This is haven't really been that much into the fidget spinner thing, but there's just something about this this design, this multi-gear thing that just really catches my eye. You know, it's fun. It even sounds cool. So after printing this, and again, this is one that I found on Maker World. I did discover a couple of things about the original design from Maker World that looked like it could be improved a little bit, just based on what I needed for my printers to work well. And I made a couple of tweaks to it. But then I started thinking, you know, as cool as these are, what if you built a frame to put 4 of them in? That's 4 times the fun. Plus, this lends itself real well to learning through play, because as you turn these, you start getting a little bit of the mechanical engineering concepts of how gears interact. I mean, you see the gears in here and how they interact. You know, how the inner one turns these guys, and if you make it stationary, rotate this, and you rotate this, and they all. But then you can do 4 times the fun, and they still spin really well. But as cool as that is, it could actually be better, couldn't it? So, what if you had 9 of them? This one really gets into the mechanical side of STEM, from an engineering standpoint of, again, how gears work. You know, while the kids are playing, we challenge them and say, okay, if I turn this one this direction, which direction is this guy going to turn, or which direction is this guy going to turn? And then they have to work through, well, you know, this turns and that turns, and how do these guys turn? And what happens if I'm turning this one, but I stop this one? How does that impact everything? So again, you know, it's just kind of a cool toy, you know, just a fidget toy. It's a STEM fidget, is what I call it. Yeah, it's, again, you know, it's kind of the fun part, part of the printing, 3D printing world. You know, the toys, the educational, functional. You know, if you start getting into 3D printing, you're going to find that, you know, you may buy the printer as, you know, kind of a lark. It's like, oh well, maybe you can have some fun with this. But then you're going to find yourself making all manner of useful items. I mean, that's actually where I started with the 3D printing, and I still I kind of stay in that realm of making the functional and useful items. But yeah, you also have to get into the fun stuff. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, and